I don't know if this is live yet, but I'm just looking and I'm not seeing anything. Videos. Oh, there we go. Cool. Alright, so this isn't the normal content for this channel. It will contain some of the similar content, like me ranting away, but I've created a second channel specifically for gaming, but with a novel twist. You know, I've got my microphone set up and I like to play a lot of team-based games, so I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I just reckon I'm going to bring two of my favourite things to my main pastimes together, which is looking into biblical things and playing this particular game. Now, I'm not a huge gamer. It's my two brothers that are usually found playing games. As a middle child, you know, I tended to go about and make my own fun, just, you know, out in the wilderness hunting for nuts and berries in the mountains. That's how I had fun. But at one point I was able to play on one of my brother's consoles, and it was a game, Call of Duty Worlds at War, and it's a historical war game, and I really enjoyed playing it. There was a really compelling storyline. The characters were so well developed that you really wanted to see them succeed. So I played through the campaign mode, which is just like the standard gameplay, and I completed the game. You know, you play as like the Russians, the Americans, the British, and you're fighting against the Nazis. And you see it all come together, all these different storylines come together, and you succeed. You know, you beat the Nazis, and it feels fantastic, you know. And you can see the rawness and the roughness about this whole thing, you know, just the reality of war and how gritty it is. So you complete the game, and it's often like finishing a book or something like that. There's only really two games I've really enjoyed, like really got into, or two franchises, and not really to that much depth either. But Zelda, mostly Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I just loved that world you could explore, that fantasy world in Zelda, you know, and it's just such a lovely wee storyline. And Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I haven't really played a lot of the Game Boy Zelda games, which a lot of people talk about as being really good. I'm not really a handheld console type person, if you would call it a console. I don't play the Game Boys and stuff. But I really loved Ocarina of Time. This is the other game I like. And it's not just the campaign mode or the multiplayer, it's specifically the zombie version. So imagine you've just completed playing through a World War II game. It finishes, the credits roll, and then suddenly you find yourself in a ruinous building, this structure with wooden beams up over all the windows. It's like, wait, what's happening? Like, I did not expect this. Is this another part of the game? And then all of a sudden Nazi zombies start ripping apart the boards from the windows, and I'm like, what is this? And then it's just you, and then you're left to fight and defend this enclosed space. And you see it tally up the level 1, and so hordes of zombies continue to come at you as you're in this building trying to defend yourself, and it's just such an adrenaline hit. And there's different kinds of weapons on the walls, and these are like historical weapons that you would have at the time, but then you start to see these new weapons, like obviously fake weapons, and you use these wonder weapons to try and defend yourself as the hordes continue to come, and there is no resolve to this. You will not succeed, you will fall, and it's just to see how long you can last. And there was something about that I don't know, it excited me, you know. It brought out my inner psychopath. It didn't. It's just an exhilarating rush. So you play as a number of, well, there's an immersive story in it as well. So it wasn't just the surprise. It was this story that started to unfold. So this character here, is Edward Richthofen, and he was a Nazi scientist, and along with Dr. Maxis, he tried to develop into technology this Element 115. Now, Element 115 you hear about in pop culture. You'll hear Bob Lazar talk about it. I don't know if he broke it in terms of story. Like, he got the word out there that there was this Element 115. Yeah, so they tried to make different technology with it. And you hear about the Nazis and their different technology. And so they tried to do teleportation and time travel and things, but it goes a bit wrong. Something weird's happening. And then, I don't know how it worked out, but Dr. Maxis's daughter got involved in this teleportation, and then she's just gone. She just becomes possessed or something like that, and so does her dog Fluffy. And they've got different test subjects they're trying to work on. So there's an American Tank Dempsey. These are all World War II soldiers. There's a Russian Nikolai, and there's a Japanese soldier, Takeo Misaki. So Richthofen is kind of like a psychopath. He's completely insane, like a mad scientist type. And when things start to go wrong, he goes back to Derrida the Giant, this place where he was doing his initial testing, and he awakens the test subjects who don't have any memory and gets them to fight along with him so that he can complete his goal. These captive soldiers don't really have any other choice but to work with Richthofen. So Tank Dempsey is a kind of gritty American soldier. He was captured at the Battle of Piluli, and he was left in a bamboo cage with malarial water round about him, but that didn't stop him. He gnawed his way through the cage, and then with a bobby pin and his Medal of Honour, gnawed his way through the enemy. He has a lot of true grit, and he's a good soldier to have. You've also got Takeo Misaki, and he comes from like an aristocratic family. He comes from like a wealthy family who have all been like Bushido and samurai, and he's very like reserved and wise and philosophical and reflective, and you'll hear them comment and things like this as they share their characters, and you see them in cutscenes. And then there's Nikolai the Russian, who's quite funny. He is an alcoholic and he has a tortured past. He did a lot of killing, that's how he moved up the ranks. He would kill the next person in line, and then he would marry for power. That was a funny quotation. It says like his fifth wife died mysteriously after he was cleaning her neck with an axe. Like, died mysteriously. So he's quite a tortured character, you know, and they're all quite flawed characters. And you know, they start to reflect on whether or not they're in hell, you know. But actually it's just this apocalyptic landscape that's been unleashed by the mad science of Richthofen. However, Richthofen starts to gain his senses back, and this is a polished up Richthofen. As you can see, he's no longer embracing the Nazi uniform as he tries to set things right. I always found this character was modelled after that actor Stomer. I forget his first name. His last name's Stomer. He was in Constantine and played the devil. The 2005 Keanu Reeves version. So I like to do a public game, and then I'll just jump on to the Giant. So yeah, no, as I say, I find it quite a compelling storyline, and so you play with different players from around the world, you know, and that's part of what I like about this story. You get different characters from different factions coming together, all trying to fight for a common purpose, and I think there's something cool in that. And then that idea is again magnified by playing online with lots of different people from around the world. Only problem I found is, like, when you play on a console, I'm playing on a PC just now, when you play on a console I find that there's quicker access to games, like there's more people on the consoles, but yeah, on PC it can take a while. And we have Kif here. Kif, how you doing? Kif? Yeah, just no interaction, but that's okay. That is fine. So you have your different abilities here. What do you call these again? Oh yeah, gobblegum. So my gobblegums will help me out if I'm in a crisis. I have this one here which does something. Another one that does something. I'm not a fantastic gamer, but get it done. Kev, how you doing? I'm not bad, not bad. Um, I'm just saying, like, do you play on the consoles as well? Yeah, like I play a bit on PC, but I prefer consoles because I just feel like the games are quicker on the console. Like you're waiting forever for a team on the PC. I feel. I've actually just ordered a controller, like a controller that you would have for like a PS3, because I'm just so much more used to that. Like I'm getting better with the keyboard, but I find that I just need to find powerful weapons and then pick my locations carefully. Um, that's my strategy. Yeah, like I say, like my brothers have always played on PCs, and they're just like, they've got it down. They're just so silky smooth in their movements, and I'm a bit, just a bit too, I don't know, unfamiliar. Like if I try and slash a zombie, I forget to move backwards. So as I'm slashing, it's attacking me, and if I don't slash it fast enough, I just die. So I try not to stab zombies when I'm playing with PC. Oh, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the new maps as well, and to see where they go with the story. Because I don't know what happened. Like last time I played through with the four Ultimus characters, or whatever it's Primus characters now, isn't it that they go to this weird map, Origins or something, and then there's some weird guy wearing a top hat, like Christopher, is it Anthony? What do you call that guy? The guy that was Hannibal Lecter. Um, I think he's a character in it. Like he plays a voice in it, and he explains how everything's went to shit. like, um, I don't know. It's quite a complicated storyline actually, but I do love zombies. I think it's cool. Yeah, man. I don't know how he can just eat a tin of beans there. Like I'm watching Richtoff and just eat a tin of beans in a forest with zombies running around. I would find that a little bit too disconcerting, to be honest. So you're kind of waiting for like four characters would be ideal, but you never know how long you're going to wait. I have this envelope here. Oh, there we go. That says we got a team. We got a team. Right, guys, let's do it. Let's do it. El Santo. Oh yeah, this was from one of the schools I was working in. I got skills. Good. But I know these skittles are out of date now. Here we are, there Lisa. Oh, they left. Fucking El Santo. That's what you get. Right, so you really want to empty a clip into a leg and then slash for maximum pointage. So Kev, are you from America or Canada? Ah, from America. Cool, cool. Are you from a hot state or a cold state? It's pretty cold. Right, so I take it you're not from California or Florida. Yeah. Well, can you guess where I'm from? Ireland. I'm thankful you said that. I'm actually from Scotland, but I was in America this year, and yeah, everybody knew I was from Scotland. I was like, what? These zombies are so vicious. Right, let's see. Yeah, neither do I, to be honest. I'm not that into Europe, you know that? I mean, I know I'm from Scotland and it's technically in Europe, but the British don't really consider themselves European. It would be weird for. Oh. Fucking Takio interrupted me. The British don't really consider themselves. Oh, right, yeah, sorry. I think that's just because it makes me the host and ruins it. I reckon we can make it to level 10. I reckon we can do it. Oh, there we go, at least 30. That is very ambitious. Very ambitious. Nice. I'm surprised I haven't been taken down by dogs on this map for a while. I'm getting used to them. Right. I'm gonna... No, I don't need to buy that. Whoa, what level did you get to? 72 on a custom map. Wow. Alright. I just remember the old maps like 5 and stuff like that, where there would be these great glitches you could just exploit and you could just go on forever and ever until you run out of ammo. Yes, the box, the mystery box. I don't know, like, I'm wearing headphones just now, and the surround sound with the zombies makes me jump. Like, it sounds like they're coming from every direction. I think they need to work on that, because it used to be you would hear the direction the zombies are coming from, but now it sounds like they're behind you, and you look and there's nothing there. Yeah, that's true. So I've got the death machine, which is just pretty overkill. Wow. I remember I had the best glitch out ever. I didn't mean to do it, it just happened. I picked up the death machine and it didn't go away. I had it for the whole game. Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, it was amazing. It happened on 5, so I just camped out in the elevator, just slayed. Oh, something ridiculous. Like, it was just, we played until we ran out of, like, food. You know, we ran until we ran out of electricity. It was like level, I don't know, 100 and something. Like, yeah, we were on the leaderboards, yeah. So I was just saying, like, I don't play a lot of games. Like, I love The Legend of Zelda and Ocarina of Time and, like, Majora's Mask, and then this. Oh, yeah. I think it's been my main game for the past, like, 5 years. But I don't play a lot. I just, like, I kind of leave gaming, then I come back to it every so often. Yeah. Yeah. What was your first game console? Sorry, what was it? Oh, Nintendo 64. I think that was, well, Sega Mega Drive and then N64. I don't know if the Sega Mega Drive had a different name in America. I think it did. Did you ever watch The Walking Dead? Did you ever watch The Walking Dead? Like, I watched The Walking Dead like season 1 to like 5, and then it just got so bad I couldn't watch it anymore. But I liked the way that at first killing a zombie was like there was an emotion attached to it. See when that I forget the name of the character, Maggie or something like that. No, not Maggie. It's the older woman that loves Daryl. She had a daughter, and then the daughter became a zombie, and then Carol had to take out his like 45 or whatever it is and shoot her in the head. And I just thought that was like heart wrenching to watch. You know, it was like, oh my goodness. But I don't really have any emotional attachment to these zombies. I mean, these are not only zombies, they're Nazis, so it's hard to feel sorry for them. Sometimes it's good to leave a couple of zombies if you want to do stuff, but it's kind of don't really have much to do here, so. Help. Sniper. Nobody likes a sniper rifle. I think sniper rifles can be quite effective, but I don't know about this map. Well, they can be actually. I'll try it. Oh, you got a favourite one? I need to adjust my settings because the volume of the gameplay is so loud that it's hard to hear. I don't know how to do that though. This will shoot right through them. Fuck. Sorry, I was aiming through my scope and I lost it. That was on me. That's on me. Just you do you, don't feel... Yeah, for close quarters. No. Sorry, yeah, it's pretty bad signal. Just saying, do you have any guns? I feel like I'm not really helping. There we go. There we go, so I've got that. I've got that. So I think I'll start opening up this map so I can pack-a-punch my weapons and make them more powerful. This is a good weapon because of its oh my goodness. And that's good as well. Yeah, its rate of fire makes this a powerful weapon, a good weapon to have, but if you reload this weapon, those are precious seconds. When you have a horde of zombies running at your face. Fire sale, and then I'll get this as well. So I can get rid of this. Not bad. Oh. There's no point looking for another weapon. Oh wait, perfect. So I've got the Wunderwaffe, which does this. See what I mean about reloading? And you can pack-a-punch this and make it even more powerful. Oh my goodness, that guy is a... Oh no, I'm not good, I am not good right now. Right, I need to keep running. Oh no! Oh, that was spicy, that was spicy. Right, good, good. Right, I'm going to open this thing up. Let's get some pack-a-punched weapons. Got it. Oh no, I'm trying to record. Like this is my first. Like I'm making a gaming channel, so I'm kind of like just this is like a beta test of the technology. So I'm explaining the lore of the game, and then like some of the features. Oh, so I can pack a punch both these weapons. So yeah, you can camp out up here actually. Oh. So they'll all run after that. So I should buy some Perca-Cola. So Samantha had a dog called Fluffy, and I'm pretty sure this is its offspring. Oh. Uh-oh. Nice. So I like to camp out here. Then all the zombies just come from here. You can do quite well camping out up here. And if you have your sniper rifle, actually, this is a good place for it. It's good to be economical with your ammo as well. Like I used to just lay on the trigger like, but oh my goodness, whoa! Yeah, sorry. I need to get, actually I had Juggernog, that wasn't good. So Juggernog makes you a little bit more impervious to their attacks. Like a Juggernaut. You shouldn't really use this weapon on one, but is that a good weapon, the Shiva? Nah. Alright, I'm gonna get some Juggernog. Whoa, why is he still hitting me? Oh, why did he do that? Ah, they should be following that little monkey, not hitting me. Right, it's alright, you just do you. As I say, yeah, there we go. It's always when someone goes down, it becomes a very precarious situation. That's a little taste of zombies. It was nice to play with you, Kif. Kif hates me right now. I've ruined his day. Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot. Liquid divinium. I don't even know what that is. Agent Apple. Kind of lost track of time. I woke up from a snooze at like midnight. It was 3 AM. Okay, I think I'll leave it there. I think I'll come out of this now. Guys, it was nice to play with you. Leave lobby. So yeah, that was a little taster, and there's Nikolai, or Ruski, a Russian. And I'll just escape. And then I will quit. Yes. So as I say, you get into the lore, you get into the excitement of the game, you have these hordes of zombies that just come after you in increasing numbers. So there is a game on I was looking at recently that got into, I don't know if it got into the press, but certainly online people were talking about it. So if I go to store, and then if I search, I am Jesus Christ. So this is a game. I think it's developed and made by Christians. Let's see. That actually is quite sentimental and sweet. But how do you play? What's the gameplay like? Become Jesus Christ, the famous man. You mean the most famous man on earth? In this highly realistic simulation game, pray like him for getting superpower. Perform famous miracles like him from the Bible, like casting out demons, healing and feeding people, resurrection, and more in I Am Jesus. There's no user reviews, it's coming soon, and it was developed by Simula M. If I click on them, Simula M. Now I'm not too familiar with Stream, but I've just clicked on Simula M, and it's taken me here. So they've also made House Flipper, which is a very wholesome game as well. You have the old house, yeah, and then you have the new house, the spiritual house, okay? You have this old house, which inside is a mess, and then you have this new house, which inside is all organised and lovely and clean. So if this is from this developer, then we can see the theme, yeah, the obvious step from house flipping to the Jesus Christ game. Car mechanic simulator, again, you have the old car with its busted up engine and carburetor and other things that happen inside the engine, the pistons, you know. And then we have the new car with its new timing belt and its new radiator and its new Schringle Crook. Yeah, I don't know. Cooking simulator, again, you have the ingredients, the old busted ingredients, and then you have the finished dish, the final product, the renewing of our minds. Garden flipper, we're talking old busted up garden turning into a brilliant polished garden, Eden, if you will, an Eden which is, it speaks of the inner Eden within us. Thief simulator, you have a thief who's breaking into houses but then realises all of a sudden this is not the way to go, and in fact, thief in the night, breaking into the house, but then he changes his, I guess he changes his way, become the best thief, gather intel, steal things and sell them to buy high-tech equipment, do everything that a real thief does. So, I mean, okay, I'm starting to see that some of the stepping stones might be a little bit broken, but that is alright. I mean, obviously the game developer was like, I'm going to make this game about being the greatest thief ever, and then he had a wee pause for thought and said, no, there must be more to life. And then we get to the Jesus simulator, so we see that happening. We've got U-Boat. U-Boat is a simulator of a submarine from World War II era. It's a survival sandbox with crew management mechanics, while its primary theme is the life of German sailors. Okay, so we're in World War II and we're with the Germans. Okay, so we went from thief to Nazis, but I mean, obviously, there comes a point in a gaming developer's life where he questions what it's all about. Then we get ourselves to House Flipper, Car Mechanic, and then the Jesus story. Alright, so we're at the beast inside now, so things have went a little bit sidey-wise, right? We went a little bit off the beaten track. But we don't know what it's about. I'm jumping to assumptions. I'm seeing the beast inside scrolled in blood on a wall, and I'm thinking, this game developer... But let's just have a little look. The beast inside is a unique, gripping twist on thriller and survival horror. Immerse in the story of long-buried secrets, personal tragedies and sadness. Play as two protagonists bounded by dark heritage. Combat the enemies, solve riddles, and experience real terror in the 3D scanned environment. Okay, so you get yourself into that world where you're seeing demons coming into people, and then you realise who delivers from the demons, who takes you from that wretched environment of personal tragedies and madness and dark heritage and brings you into the light. So it's not lost. It's not. There we go. Ultimate fishing simulator. I will make you fishers of men. So we're seeing ourselves on the water. We're getting the fish out. We're thinking Simon. We're thinking Peter. Sorry, Simon, Peter, Andrew, and Peter. Yeah, we're thinking of them. We're thinking of the brothers fishing. Yeah, okay, I get it. It looks lovely. One of my favourite things to do, I mentioned Ocarina of Time and Legend of Zelda, in the Legend of Zelda franchise. What I like to do in Ocarina of Time was go to this little fishing place, and there was like a little in-game where you could just go fishing. And that's what I liked about Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and most Zelda games actually. You can go into little environments and play other little games and do other little things, other little side missions, which is common in these big world games, but I just think it's such a lovely wee thing. It immerses you in that world, doesn't it? Alright. Then we have Thief Simulator VR. Become a thief in VRI. Feel the thrill of stealing. Damn it, man. I'm trying to be your advocate. And you keep making these games. And I can't even say it like this was in the past, because it says here in the 12th of November 2019. But maybe he's come a long way. Maybe he's come a long way in that time, because the Jesus game comes out soon, so he's obviously done a lot of thinking in the interim. Use lockpicks and high-tech hacking tools, observe your target, gather information and hide from police, or drive a car like crazy to get out of trouble. Then we have Car Mechanic Simulator 2008. Alright. Okay. So there was some missteps in there, going Nazis to demonic houses, but then we get ourselves to the food, preparing nice dishes and flipping houses and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I might be reading this wrong. I think it's all from the same developer, right? But no, I would love to I would love to get a little shot of this game and play it in my new channel. So as I say, the new channel is going to be, it's not going to like a new channel, I'm going to stop doing this one. It's just I like to play games sometimes, and I think once I get my controller, I'll be able to do them quite well and give a little commentary on why I think the stories are so nice, and then just interact with other people, and as I say, just use that as a novel context for like evangelism, sharing your faith. I don't know, because people sometimes talk about sharing faith. Is it something we need to actively do and proactively do, and what does it look like? So I think you could use gaming as a way to sort of like model that behaviour. Like I just spoke to that guy there, you know, I didn't get right into things, but it was just nice to kind of, oh, where are you from? What do you do? Ha ha ha. Also, can I have 5 minutes of your time? Just 5 minutes to save your soul right now? Nah, you don't want to go in that strong. You don't want to go in that strong, but I'm going to do things like that on the channel while killing zombies. So that'll be cool. And I think that's fine. There's always a character like that who in films, in war films, is like the religious one. You know, if you think of any war movie, there's always that one person, whether it's a military chaplain or some soldier with his Bible, you know, there's always that person. He exists, you know. So, yeah, I'll be that guy on the team. I'll be that guy. But I'm looking forward to playing this game. Okay, well that's enough. I think that's enough for just now. I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you very much for watching. In fact, let me just jump into the stream actually, just in case, because I sometimes do that. I just throw myself off, and then sometimes some people leave little comments and stuff, and I don't really read them in time. So I'm using my phone right now. I usually have another laptop set up so I can just check what's going on. Let's turn the volume down. There we go. There we go. Tim the Painter. Hey-o. Colorado. Oh, I'm guessing it's very cold in Colorado. Good old Denver Sea. Yep. I was listening to Joe Rogan speaking about that place, and he's saying people from California are just leaving the state now because California is basically a big load of crap, and people are kind of leaving to go to Colorado in their droves, and it's ruining the place. No, I don't know if that's true. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's lovely. But I'm going to leave it there, folks. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm not going to put gaming content on the channel. The only reason I'm doing it now is because it wouldn't let me upload on my new channel. And I'll mention it again, maybe once again, or a couple of times, and that'll be it. Because I know people will be like, this is very jarring. What's this? He's playing games. The spawn of Satan. So, yeah, that's it. Going to leave it here. Thank you so much, guys. And I will speak to you later. I actually did a video on the gospel, and I recorded it on this camera, so it's like quite high definition and stuff, because I wanted to use this camera because I haven't really done it ever on my channel, I don't think, maybe once. So what happened was the SD card, I don't have an SD card drive type thing on my desktop computer, so I had to buy a little USB drive that has like little inputs for different cards and stuff. So I'll get the gospel video up. I think there's a good chat to have it, but that's more of like it's more about stimulating conversation about the gospel, you know. It's always one of those questions when someone asks you what's the gospel, you know, and you might not have an answer formulated in your mind. You might think, it's yeah, what is the gospel? It's kind of like when you study a subject, like I studied sociology, and someone like, what's sociology? What's that about? And I used to be like, it's that thing. It's that, you know what it is, it's that thing. So it's good to actually, I think, have a response to that, formulate an idea, and basically what I do in that video, I just work towards formulating an idea. I don't know if I actually arrive at a concise statement. I might do that in a future video, but it's certainly there just for stimulating the talk. So thank you so much, guys. How do I stop streaming? How do I even do it? I thought, here we go, there's a button that says stop streaming. That'll be the one. Alright guys, thank you. I'll speak to you later. God bless.